Yeah, hi everybody. It's been a while, and so I have lots of updates to talk to you about, and then we can look at like where the game is at this point and talk about what's going to happen with that. So most of it's good news, so don't worry. So I want to go through number one. I had a problem with my spine, as you may have heard many times. And so the problem was the spine kind of clamped down on my spinal cord, like the nerves inside the spinal cord, and then I couldn't walk. That was not good, as you can imagine. So they put me through surgery. I got the scar. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. There's the scar here. I'll discuss that in a minute. Like, why is it in the front, not the back? The miracle of medical technology. But yeah, it was not good. So I had to have the surgery to unclamp the nerves or whatever. And then they're like, yeah, okay, that's cool. But then like the damage is done. So now you have to recover from the damage. And so I effectively had to relearn how to walk. And that's great. And as you can see, I can stand up. Not the greatest. I'm a little shaky. Not the greatest balance yet. The run before you walk. So I'm doing the walking right now. Around the house, I can pretty much get around. On uneven, awful terrain. Not really great for me right now, but I'm doing better than I possibly would have imagined after a situation like that. So I'm very thankful for that. I can walk a little bit, and the doctors say, it just takes a while. It can take up to a year or more to get back all your functionality. But if at that point, you're hitting after a year and you don't have the stuff back, you're probably not going to get it back kind of thing. So I'm doing okay. That's really good. And I'm making good progress, and that's really good. So it's still going to be a bit of a challenge. And, I'm streaming today. Oh, yeah, my voice. I'll talk about the voice. when I tell you how they did it, there's a lot of things they don't tell you, that are weird about it. So I'm streaming today. This is kind of the test run, and if I feel good and everything goes well, then we should be able to start streaming regularly. So hopefully we'll be back next Wednesday, and so on and so forth, and all that. So let me check. Oh, nice Bomberman hat. Thank you. Yeah, my wife got that for me. I really like it. It fits good too. I can't scroll up in the chat. Oh, all the chat messages are gone. Damn. All right, hold on. Okay, good. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, been a while. Oh, the bad luck you're having is making me sad. I appreciate that. It has felt like we had the flood, which just took our home and everything in the car. And then, there was something else too. Like I got really sick or something. Didn't I? Was that before or after the flood? But then we kind of get out of the temporary housing thing, and then this neck thing happens. It's awful. But yeah, let me see. Let's see. Glad you're recovering. Thank you. I appreciate that. I thought it was a pig nose. Oh, the barman hat. Yeah, because it's only the inside part. It does look like a pig nose, and that works too. I had COVID. Yeah. I had COVID twice. That was part of the reason that the neck thing got so bad. So I'll talk about that in a second. Is that a Sonic Mania poster in the background? Yes, it is. I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, no, the other way. Yeah, there you go. I gotta find a place to put it up, but for now it's there. This is incomplete. I've not been able to do a lot of bending over and moving stuff. So this is kind of just where it was since the last time I touched it, and I cleaned it up a little today. But we're gonna work on that. It'll be a little better. Excuse me. So yeah, Well, let me get through all the other stuff too, and then we'll go back to the neck thing for the details of that. So some of you may know, and probably a lot of you don't. I also had a test for the heart. Now, I've been a heart patient. I don't know if you can see it. I've got scars. That's its own story. I got a bad heart, born with a bad heart, had a bunch of surgeries and stuff like that. And the last scan that I had a couple weeks ago, they were kind of like, yeah, we're seeing some stuff that we don't like. And so we want you to get like a better scan, CT scan, to more accurate look at what's going on. So that was scary. And then they got the CT scan and they're like, okay, it was actually a false alarm. So I don't have to have heart surgery again so soon, thankfully. That was kind of a scare. I will eventually, at some point in time. They're just kind of like monitoring it while it's good. And then when it starts to wane off, then they got to go in and do another thing. But at least that's not going to be immediately. That was the big concern. So that's great news. I'm happy about that. And then let's see, what else was going on? I guess that was kind of like it as far as like medical stuff goes, like the overview. So the details. So what happened with the whole neck thing? Oh, yeah, Tails. Yeah, Tails is in the background. Well, there's a Tails plushie. I don't think you can see him, though. You can sort of see him. He's... Where am I pointing? He's right there. He's right there next to Sonic. Right between Goemon and Sonic. So he's there, too. But, yeah, there's Tails on the poster. Yeah. So, yeah, the whole neck surgery thing, to get to the spinal cord... There's a few things that have been preventing me from working on stuff and preventing me from streaming. I mean, one is just pain and pain management and being able to sit in an office chair and well, not really much of an office chair. Don't have arms, but that's all right. I got a big L desk. I put my elbows down here. It's actually pretty comfortable for me. But there's a concern about, posture and all that stuff. So I've kind of reconfigured some stuff. There's a concern about just being tired. It's a major surgery and I feel a lot less energy than I had before the surgery, unfortunately. So there's a stamina issue of how much can I be waving my arms around and hello and happy chatting and doing stuff. But one of the biggest things was the voice. So they went through the front. Again, you can see they don't go through the back anymore. They used to go through the back, but now they go through the front. However, as you can imagine, there's a lot of things in the way of your neck to get to the spine. So they've got to move all that stuff out of the way and go all the way back and then do whatever they're going to do, to the spine. And that was kind of weird because it disturbs the vocal cords, and then I literally couldn't talk. I could kind of talk, but that kind of like heavy smokers, if they get that raspy voice and you can barely hear them, it's like that. And it was there's no way I would be I would have to scream into the microphone to get, you guys to hear me, and then the voice just kind of runs out. It's like when you lose your voice and you can only talk for 5 minutes and then it gets really bad. Tim could tell you about it because I tried to do a voice call with him and it was so bad. I was at the end, I'm we just have to quit. This is not working. But then after a while, they were kind of concerned because the voice is supposed to come back pretty quickly, but it wasn't. And it really only came back a couple weeks ago where it really started to improve. And then today it feels good enough that I don't feel like I need a surgery for that because that's scary. That's scary. They can't do an anesthesia with that one. They were talking to me about the options for that. And they're like, no, you have to be awake for it while we're in there doing stuff because you have to talk and then tell us if that's good enough or you like the result. And then we have to keep fiddling with it and then you talk and then fiddle. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. I will wait the extra 6 months. Because they said it'll be like, it could be up to like 6 to 9 months since the surgery for that to come back when it doesn't come back right away. And I'm like, I'm just going to wait. I'm not going through that. That's scary. It's bad. We're not doing that. So, but thankfully it came back. So, yeah, it was like about a month after that appointment, the voice started coming back, and I'm like, oh, well, that's good. Well, I don't have to do anything then. And it feels a little raspy to me, so you might hear a difference between this on like an older video. But as far as I'm concerned, it's good enough. As long as the voice has stamina, which I guess we'll find out today how long it's going to last. We'll see how that goes. And then, yeah, I mean, that's kind of, those are the major concerns, the voice and the stamina and the pain. And the pain's getting better. A lot better. And I mean, it still hurts. Like, especially if like I forget like my pills or something in the morning, I can really feel it like after I wake up. But today I was on it. It was good. So we're okay there. The voice is all right. And then the stamina thing, we'll see, if this knocks the energy out of me. I do feel a little tired already, but it is getting late. I've been waking up a bit earlier lately, so yeah, so I talked about that. I feel like I'm missing something. Is there something else? Yeah, we talked about the voice, we talked about that. I mean, I guess that's pretty much all of it. Am I Brazilian? No, I'm not Brazilian. Yeah, let me catch up on the questions here. It sounds terrifying. Yeah, it really, I did not, if you're talking about the voice surgery, I did not want to do that. It's a pleasure to see that you're feeling better and to continue progress on your gorgeous work with Mega Man. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll talk about the game next, I guess, and then we can actually do some stuff. We can actually do a little programming or whatever, as long as the energy holds out. Let's see. Oh, well, they're coming up through the top now. My setup's all screwed up. Glad to see you back. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like there was something else. Fall damage. I feel like there was something else, but I don't know. I guess that's about it. I feel pretty okay. And the doctors are like, you can start to try to integrate some of your normal life stuff again, but don't rush it. Don't go crazy because you will hurt yourself and then it will be really bad and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I guess what we're going to say, I'm going to do what I can and we'll see how things go. And if I have to pull back from stuff, then it is what it is. But I feel pretty good today, so hopefully that keeps up. And if today goes well, then we'll continue to do the typical Wednesday, at 8 o'clock. And we'll see how that goes. So state of the game. So what's going to happen to the game? What's happening? So you might have noticed I posted some stuff online, either Bluesky or Twitter or YouTube. So I have been doing some stuff, not necessarily like full day's work kind of, or like super intense work, but I have been, I've been kind of like getting myself back into it. And at this point, like obviously there's the game's getting made. This was obviously like a huge break that I had to take because of that. And of course that throws everything out of whack. So it's not a question of if we're doing the game, because we're still doing the game. It's kind of a matter of when at this point. So I don't know what to expect going forward or how long it may take for me to get back at full strength and full speed and how much time I can dedicate to all that. So that's kind of, we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously now our previous timeline is kind of like shifted and that's all screwed up now. It's all messed up. So we'll do what we can. And then, as things progress, then I should have a better idea of what's going to happen and how long it's going to take to finish the game and all that stuff. So just bear with me. Just give me some time to kind of like ease back into things, and we'll figure that out.